about Squad
Better get
Blitz.
on that.
I was thinking about Squad Blitz, but that's just
Squad
that's
Blitz.
my.
You know what? You know what? We're gonna skip Sleeper 5 for right now because he said the magic word. It's like Joe Hendry. Say his name and he appears. It's Squad Blitzing time. Oh yes. I won last week, Jay. I'm 5-4, big boy. I actually jumped you in the standings.
No.
I won 4 in a row. I forget from bowling. I know 3 is a turkey. I forget what 4 is, but I'm on fire right now. I'm rolling out the X's because I needed to. I got some bye weeks. Got some bye weeks here, so we had to do a transfer. Okay, if you guys have been following this at all, Squad Blitz is great, by the way. Outstanding. If you haven't signed up yet for it, do it. It's a different way to play fantasy. But if you guys have been following along here with my season progress, I was at 1-4. Now I'm 5-4. Last week, I had Colorado in the passing spot. I had too many buys. I had 3 buys. I had to make a move. Unfortunately, I had to drop and transfer Colorado. I know some vulture out there. Maybe this guy is going to go and snag him up. But that's the cost of doing business. I need the points. So I'm going to go with Baylor. Baylor's actually been their passing offense isn't terrible. They were the best available that I saw. So a little over 177 points. So we'll take it, and maybe we'll get lucky here. And then I'm going with Louisville. Louisville's actually been pretty good in that aspect as well. Louisville, I've used a couple different times in passing, so we're gonna roll with them there. Clemson, usually I've used Cade Klubnik and I've used Clemson for passing as well, but this week I'm using them for rushing. So hopefully Phil Moffa and the boys can come through and up that a little bit. I'm gonna need a big performance there. They've got just a little bit under 225 rushing points. And then the heavy hitter themselves, the team we've been talking about all show, Indiana, just laying down some pipe, laying down some lead. I think they had over 30 points last week. Helped me in my win. They're almost at 330 rushing points. It's ridiculous. Indiana, yeah, they are. This is a team. No matter what the bye situation is, Indiana is a squad I will never let go of. They'll be my. I don't know if this is a keeper thing, but I'm keeping them for life. Squad Blitz defense. You know what? We'll go with the same 2 teams we went with last week. We're gonna go with SMU, and actually no, I take that back. I used SMU last week, and then I used BYU. BYU's got a bye, so I had to bump BYU to the bench. I had to basically pick between Colorado and BYU who I was going to keep, and I ended up choosing Colorado because I think it's easier to find passing points than it is to find all that BYU offers. You can use, especially in the defense. BYU is like one of the top defensive squads that I've come across. So we're gonna go with Pitt here, and Pitt's another one of these teams that you can use them in a variety of spots. If you needed to in a pinch to use them with rushing, you could do it. In a pinch, you might be able to use them with passing, but I think their strength is on the defense. So we got Baylor, Louisville, passing, rushing. We got Clemson, Indiana. And then defense, we got SMU, Pitt. What do you think? Do I have any chance of getting to 6-4 here?
I was actually just gonna look at the Baylor's actually their QB because he actually seems like he actually tears it up a little bit. I was like, oh
yeah,
shit.
He's been playing. They've been competitive, Jay. I thought they were a joke, but I mean, quarterback's been playing
and
better.
that's why I mentioned like here and there that Baylor, even though they're kind of a crappy team, there's games where they actually show up, and a team that actually you think that's supposed to win, and it's totally opposite. Baylor comes in and actually just throws down, and you're like, what the fuck just happened? So Baylor is kind of like one of those sneaky teams that can be, just totally upset your week totally. They could be come in, especially a ranked team, and if they play Baylor, I think I mentioned that even last week or something like that Baylor is a team that could come in and just totally just bombardier a ranked team and be like, oh shit, didn't see this coming.
So they've go down the list here. They have scored over 30 points. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 of their 8 games they've scored over 30 points. So they're putting up points, and a couple major, a 58 and a 59 point game in there, so they're um I've been, what, why the hell not? Why the hell not? Yeah, and Sawyer Robertson, he's the ringleader of this. Go down his stats here. Yeah, 17 touchdowns, 4 picks, a little over 1,500 yards passing. So, and a lot of this is done, and we look at the conference too. Big 12 is damn good. He's got 16 touchdowns within the conference, in the conference games. So, yeah, they're not, like I said, they're not on anybody's radar. We're not talking about them the same way we talk about Colorado, K-State, Iowa State, BYU. The kind of the heavy hitters in the Big 12. But yeah, Baylor's, they've been competitive, and their offense can definitely score. So I'm
well, yeah. I mean, if you think about it, I mean, shit. I mean, he actually gets a couple of rushing touchdowns up in there. He's pretty much been averaging 2 to 3 touchdowns a game. So I mean, it's just, the week before they played Texas Tech, he had 5 touchdowns. Had 5 touchdowns on the week. So that just blows my mind. I didn't even to think about, a Baylor team just kind of just being up in there. So I'm like, what? I'm like, who's this guy? I'm like, shit, I didn't think Baylor played that damn good. So I'm like, oh, that kind of opened my eye just a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
I might have to, he's actually available on some of my leagues, so I actually might have to go and snag him up somewhere.
Yeah, that's not a guy, Sawyer Robertson, we haven't talked about one time on this show. I don't think there's been one mention of him until tonight. But we're popping the cherries on a lot of teams on this kind of our flagship first season of college football. Yeah. So we're making sure we're getting all the names on the card here. We're trying to make up for lost time. Yeah. I like him. I like I like this team in general, and I'm hoping that if I have to transfer Baylor next week, or maybe I don't have to transfer him. Maybe Robertson, maybe he has another monster game. Maybe three passing touchdowns or something. 250 yards, 300 yards. Maybe I can keep Baylor in that same spot for week 11. We'll see. Do you have a squad blitz, Jay, or you still have to determine?
Oh, I was just actually going to look at the Baylor's their not that one. I was actually going to look at their schedule here real quick.
Yes,
yeah, I was just kind of curious because they have TCU this weekend. That'll be probably pretty close. And they go on by. So the last 3 games they got West Virginia, Houston, and Kansas, which probably wouldn't be a bad option. Option to play. I mean, West Virginia is kind of shaky here and there. Houston, they might, they could possibly upset Houston. Very possible.
Yeah, that's a win. They're going to make a bowl. I mean, they're going to make a bowl at least. I think at the minimum, Baylor is a 6-6 team. Possibly 7-5.
Yeah. Nope.
So,
I did not put my squad blitz together because I was trying to. I don't know. I guess I'm still kind of a work in progress on kind of how to wrap things around because looking at different teams point wise, who to add, who to take away and whatnot. So it's just kind of like the app is still kind of a work in progress. I mean, it's still new to to the college scene here. So it's pretty much a smaller mom and pop thing. It's not quite that large yet. So I mean, it's a work in progress of kind of getting critiquing the information so that we have a good outlook to who we want to add, subtract, and whatnot. So I mean, if you go and take a look at it, I mean, there's good information there. I think it just needs to be rerouted a little bit differently. I mean, I love the app in general. We just gotta get the information just correctly out there.
Yes, and I try to keep spreading the good word, and I still try to keep dominating 4 in a row. Let's make it 5.
You got.
We come in. I'm coming for that top spot, man. I don't know. Is it 4? Jay, is it 4 teams that make the playoffs here, or is it?
I honestly, I have not asked them actually. I mean, so I'm not sure how it's set up or not. So I mean, it might be the top 4. Yeah, it might be the top 4. So I mean, I know you got. I mean, we're in there with some of the guys who actually built this this app themselves, so I mean we're playing against the guys that, that kind of got the behind the scenes of, all the nice little information of who's been added, who's been dropped. And it's like, dude, you guys need sharing this shit with us. I need to know who's been added. I need to know who's been dropped so I can look at who, if there's a team that's been popping right now, who knows? I could have probably went out and got a Baylor, but it's like, it's kind of one of those situations. But my team kind of sucks. I mean, I got Minnesota, um, got Arkansas, Illinois, Michigan, USC, and I got TCU. So I mean, that's gonna be a stout game. As TCU. I mean, should I play TCU in my defense? Should I play him as a pat? I mean, TCU's kind of been up and a down team. So it's kind of like I
Talking about
was
your
I
talking about your team sucks, motherfucker. I got I got two matchups on the screen here. Louisville's playing Clemson and Pitt's playing SMU. So I got like that Slipknot song duality. It's like I'm opposed to the
I mean, the only upside I got is the Arkansas upside of I got the Arkansas rushing upside is all I got right now at the moment. So I mean, that's the only thing I got going on right now. I mean, 255, rushing fancy points there. Minnesota doesn't really do it for me. TCU really doesn't do it for me. The only thing that TCU's got is the pass game. We have to get that, Beach out there, So I mean, they're probably their only option out there, so but I mean, Utah's on bye this week, and I got my handy dandy San Jose Trojans on bye too, so that kind of hurts my, passing side of things. So now I have to try to find go and find
you mean not having Mr. 12 touchdown himself, Nick Nash? That's gonna
damn
hurt a little
damn
bit. Sting a
damn
little
right.
bit.
Yeah.
I'm getting laughed at right now. I mean, if you think about it, the beginning of the year, I was actually, 4-0. I had a couple hiccups here and there, and then I'm
Oh,
kind
you
of,
lost 5 in a row. Oh shit.
I've been kind of losing back to back here a little bit. Some of them are pretty close, so I'm just like, yeah, it is not it has not been great. So I've been
We gotta
stuck
get
at
the
four.
train. We gotta get the train back on the tracks.
We do. I might have an opportunity to, but I mean, the guy I'm playing against, he has Texas on bye, which is a good thing. Ole Miss, Kansas State, Oklahoma State, Iowa State. He's got Virginia, and then for his bench, he's got Texas Tech and Maryland's on bye. So hopefully, he probably won't be doing anything. So this should be an easy win for me to be at 5-5, hopefully. But I'll have to scour the transfer portal and see what's out there and get my team back to par. I mean, because I mean, this is not like me to be losing back to back, and I'm like, I'm not a guy who likes losing. Let's just put it that way.
No. No, there ain't no losers on this show. No, we win.
But I
All right.
mean, if
He's that winner. Yeah, all I do is win, win, win. We need that as a sound bit now.
It says play me.
But it's honestly, it's been Squad Blitz has been a little bit of a
Welcome to my nightmare.
it's been a little bit of that, but I mean, hopefully I can get it turned around, and it's been fun. If go out there, and download the app, Squad Blitz. Go follow these guys on X, Squad Blitz. I've had some conversations with the guys. I mean, these the creators, they're very, very, very intelligent people, down to earth people. So go out there, give them a follow. They have a YouTube page. Let's go out there and give them a follow, and get all, help them, fine tune this app so that in the future, it's the content is better for us to get at in a app form. They don't have a website yet, just mostly in the app right now. But other than that, I love the app. It's fun. I mean, we won't be talking about it if we didn't like it. So, and
Yeah.
we are the first people to actually talk about Squad Blitz as a content creator. There's no one else out there as we know are talking about Squad Blitz right now. So if you are in Squad Blitz, maybe you tune in to catch us, talk about, hey, what guys, what team do you think about this week for add or drop for Squad Blitz? So
And
we're
that- And that could be a future segment or a side thing that Jay does or we do together. Yeah, to answer Squad Blitz, like, hey, who do you guys have a matchup this week? And this guy's pretty stacked. Like, what do you guys think? Or in the transfer, what maybe G5 school can I pick up that's going to give me the rushing attack I need? That's going to give me the passing attack I need. So I could definitely be a segment in the future. Yeah, definitely with Squad Blitz because I enjoy it more. It's you're not. And I've said this for probably 10 weeks in a row or whatever, but like you're not so reliant on one player. It's a team effort. It's a whole like Indiana doesn't have a top 5, top 10 rusher. They don't. But as as a whole group, their rushing attack is elite, right? So you don't have to just rely on I have to have an Ashton, I have to have a Caleb Johnson, I have to it's R.K. Harvey. But you do. Oh, go ahead, Jay.
Oh, I'll just say, I mean, like, there's some teams that have two-headed monsters. I mean, like a BYU, they have a two-headed monster, so I mean, that gives you gives you the benefit of one guy over 100 or they both score in touchdowns, so I mean,
exactly. And LJ Martin could probably be a feature back for maybe half the teams in the country, right?
Yep.
If he was on South Alabama, he would be, he'd probably be an 800-yard back, maybe 900-yard back or something. So,
hey, brother.
Hey, brother. Hey, brother. You know what? We'll keep the Squad Blitz up. More Squad Blitz never hurt anybody. Keep it up there a little bit longer. Sleeper 5.